In June of 1980, Basquiat participated in the Times Square Show, which was a multi-artist exhibition where he first started to get noticed by various critics and curators, particularly a guy named Emilio Mazzoli, who owned a gallery in Italy and invited Basquiat to Modena and gave him his first solo show that opened on May 23rd, 1981. The same year, there was an article published about him in Artforum, which obviously broke him out huge in the art world. At this time, Basquiat was painting mainly on found objects, on like old found doors and cabinets and various pieces of wood he found on the streets. In March of '82, he had a second solo show in Italy, and then he had a show at the Gagosian Gallery in Venice, and at the Annina Nozze Gallery shortly thereafter. In 1983, he had a second solo show at the Gagosian Gallery, which was then in West Hollywood. At this point, there's a story about how he brought his then girlfriend Madonna to the show, and Larry Gagosian recalls everything was going along fine. Jean Michel was making paintings, I was selling them, we were having a lot of fun. But then one day Jean Michel said, "My girlfriend is coming to stay with me." And I was a little concerned. So I said, "Well, what is she like?" And he said, "Oh, her name is Madonna and she's going to be huge." Now, what I love about this particular story is how connected the music scene was to the art scene. And I mean, this is definitely a big part of, I think, street art and specifically pop art culture. Um, and it's especially true, I think, from the 60s to the 80s. So I think there's definitely like this period where there was a definite bridge between the two worlds, art and music. And especially with the birth of MTV, there was suddenly imagery that went along songs. And you'll see in, kind of, more talks that uh, there was definitely kind of this cross pollination of the two. So I love that Madonna was one of Basquiat's girlfriends back in the day. Um, and a good example of this actually was in 1983, Basquiat produced a 12-inch rap single featuring hip hop artist um, Ramel Z and K Rob. The single's cover featured Basquiat's artwork, making the pressing highly desirable among both collectors, record collectors and art collectors. This is kind of long, but listen to as much of this as you want to here.